I feel like the first turns and the triggers from Belo are kind of gonna define the dynamics, but other than that, Vegapunk is just gonna do Vegapunk things, right? Nami is gonna be an insane card, as well as Rocket Luffy, and then just kind of keep going.
Yeah,
Or,
the removal should be pretty strong here.
mhm. Although I guess that Vega is a very little amount of life as well, but insane amounts of blockers, so there could be some relatively powerful plays to pressure early on.
For sure.
Huh. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how this one goes. We're gonna have a lot of gaming time today, so we're gonna get to learn the matchup and pretend that we're Belo Betty and Vegapunk players ourselves.
More
Have you
Musidon sleeves.
have you played any of the decks?
I
I mean,
played
Vega.
I played Vegapunk a lot. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
play Betty.
I see. And your perspective is that it's a fairly good matchup
I mean,
on a
yeah,
scale from.
Rocket Luffy and Nami should just kill the Betty player.
Yeah, I guess you're not gonna be able to really do that much setup.
Yeah. But yeah, I only play real decks, so I didn't play Betty yet. I
I
don't
mean, you
like
do
fake
say that,
decks.
but this format is the deck with most regional wins, so
Fakes, fake.
even if it's fake, you might need some respect on it. Although
It's
I don't
fake.
know. Well, I guess we did have some decent players picking it up, but I know what you mean. It's just a very go face deck, which can feel limiting with your options. Okay, so we are seeing Searcher plus Atlas, which is not a bad stat. I don't dislike Atlas to kind of take free blocks early on. Huh. But it is always tempting to take that life and get a trigger body, isn't it?
I guess in that match, I'm not really. No, you're not trying to raise your opponent. I think so. You don't really need that
Yes.
extra body.
No, I agree. I think if you get a free block in this matchup, you should just go for it.
Yeah.
Um,
But now, like, let's say you play Lilith Nami. It's already looking
mhm.
bad for blue.
Yeah, that's looking very atrocious.
Lilith
If
picks up
that
like
happens.
another Nami or something. He already has a Nami maybe, and then game's over.
Yeah. Even Lilith Rocket Luffy is not hateful either.
Yeah, yeah. It's also good.
Yeah. Like obviously you have a smaller board size, but I don't think you're in that much of a rush for building board early on. So you could get some Nami value later if we end up on smaller hand size. But yeah, no, either of those options is gonna be good. And I'm also assuming that Hevene did win the die roll because he's playing on the comfortable Vega curve. So
Yeah, for sure, for
we
sure.
do have that. Hmm. Okay. And once again, you are telling the future. It's a bit sad for our viewers to get spoiled on the plays happening.
I think I saw a second Nami in his hand. So I do have future Saidaki.
Ooh, really advanced. Observer hacking for sure.
Yeah. And to be honest, you could just hit him. And then if you trigger something that's better than Karasu, then pop whatever he plays.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, that's what he does.
That is not better than Karasu.
Not really, no.
No, it doesn't get value either, but it is a body. So yeah, Nami or
Rocket Luffy
Luffy if
would
we
be
have it.
good. Just
Yeah,
play it, leave it there, swing with it next turn, then pop it. What?
yeah. I don't think. Ah,
This makes no sense.
I think this is just overly conservative. If we're gonna do that, I think I'd rather just not swing and play the Luffy and leave it on board.
Yeah, yeah, because your opponent's gonna swing into Shaka. There's no way he swings into life now, I think.
No. Uh, yeah, that's very not ideal because now you only have one body to swing back. as well. Okay, Eva time. I do kind of hate that card a bit. It does feel like it, it
Which
just
one?
gets so much value from it. The 5 cost Ivankov.
Yeah, it's Jimbe basically.
Yeah, it's
But
super annoying. But like no hand size, right?
it's
It's
random
just
Jinbe.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's many times where you get them to 1 or 2 cards in hand and manage to finally stabilize on board and then you just play this into like a searcher into a different body and you're back to
Yeah,
square one. Everything
yeah.
standing.
Interesting that he leaders here. I feel like you just don't leader. Unless you play Karasu out and reduce the Shaka, but then like he's gonna let it go on the first 5k swing. Everything else wouldn't make sense.
Oh, it's just to keep playing board, I guess. So we're probably gonna do a 5 with Belo.
Yeah, definitely not hitting live
Probably
here.
no buff Kuma, swing into Karasu, I guess, and then replace the rested body directly so you don't get swung into and you force swings into life if you have
No.
to.
Kuma has nothing to swing into.
Oh, it's a 2K.
Yeah, yeah. It's 2k power.
Yeah, that
But
doesn't really give us much then.
yeah. Guess we triggered the
No,
Kuma and then never used it. That's kinda unfortunate.
we are on 3 cards in hand as well.
Yeah, you never protect this, I don't think so.
No,
I mean you could, then your opponent has to swing with different characters as well.
I guess so.
That's like the only option. But like
And you have an Nami, so you're not mad at going down to 4 cards in hand either, right? If you don't have good cards, I mean, if like an Atlas or something, you might prioritize
but
keeping
now
the
you let
body.
it die 100%. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, maybe 98%. Yeah,
He lets it go.
service hacky. Of server hacky.
Yeah, everything else wouldn't have make sense. Because like that Karasu is not gonna swing live. If you give him a 1k, it's just 7 into Shaka again and then it dies, so you just have 1 card less in hand.
I guess maybe you want the Karasu rested. Oh, sorry, not the Karasu. The other Karasu rested better. And then the Betty.
But
The,
it's like 2 cards out of your hand.
yeah.
And I mean, if we had Luffy on board instead of live, we would be chilling here.
Mm,
But now we have wasted the Luffy. But we can pop the Karasu swing at Betty. But we could have popped Karasu and like Ivankov
yeah.
and killed the Betty. Which is like pretty good already. And then healed maybe.
I
Uh,
mean,
like a turn after.
it might still be possible to, if we have tsunamis or a Nami and a Rocket Luffy,
Yes,
to
Tsunamis, I
still
think.
do that.
I'm pretty sure I saw a
Yeah.
second one.
Like, we're on 6 down, right? So we're able to like swing at the Betty, pop Karasu and Ivankov, and kind of move on with our life.
Yeah, but Luffy in life is like, I would have put the Nami in life if anything. Because like Luffy on board at least draws a card.
Yeah.
And yeah, we
I
could
guess he might
do.
just be playing over conservatively with hand size for the Namis. Yeah, there we go.
Hmm. A snake.
We got so back to 4. And there we go. Yeah, I think the counter might have been more about hand size than anything else.
I mean, if he didn't counter, he would have had the same amounts of cards in hand now.
No, right? One more.
Yeah, it's even worse.
No, what I mean is, oh yeah, no, he would have ended up with the same number of cards in hand,
Yeah, he
but
might
one,
have not drawn of Nami, but like he had more cards in hand in general, so it's whatever.
yeah, but the body wouldn't have been rested, right? So I guess it's kind of okay, I think.
Yeah, I don't really care. Don't think you care about the Betty with the board size.
No.
Like he's never gonna buff it with this amount of cards on board, and then if you had put Luffy on board instead of live.
Oh no, the Luffy, I think 100% you wanted it on board, and you will
Yeah,
be on a way nicer spot, and now you will get to pop the Luffy at this point, uh, and get rid of probably Ivankov in the spot, I guess.
yeah. You swing 6 and pop the Ivankov as well.
Yeah,
He's strong.
but we do have 2 blockers and 3 life. I guess that's better than the Ivankov. Vegapunk is smarter and nicer and better. Okay. Do we have some power plays on Betty from this spot? Because it doesn't really look like we can get a proper plan other than maybe fighting for that delete.
Mm. Yeah, you could swing into that Lilith with leader. I don't know, it looks pretty doomed already from the Betty perspective.
Yeah, that board is terrifying. Okay. The Lilith.
At 7 to Lilith. Blocking doesn't make sense. I think you just let it die.
Yeah,
Because if you
because you're.
block it, you give your opponent one more swing into your board, and then it dies as well. Just keep the Vegapunk up.
Yeah, and force them to go for life, so you get to even keep the Luffy in hand if you want. You don't necessarily need to trigger it right now.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably not gonna swing into life if you let the Lilith die. I don't think so.
No. But you're happy with that spot, right? You got the Nami to swing back at board, so happy days. Right. Yeah, now doesn't really seem to have it. Okay.
Okay, crazy.
I think I just take it here.
Yeah, I would instantly pop the Ivankov.
And it's also not being used yet. I guess there might be another Karasu.
Yeah, he's using it now.
Okay, go. Oh yeah,
Now he
wrong
swings.
Karasu though. Then I think in this spot I probably just throw it.
Yeah, I would also not trigger it now. I mean, you could pop the Karasu one. Don't think it's worth it though.
Oh,
He triggers it.
old Karasu. Yeah.
More 7.
Yes.
Yeah, just take it. Oh no, and Morley.
Okay. I guess that wasn't that bad taking it then. It's a
I
shame because
think you 100% take it.
but I also think I don't trigger that Luffy, and now you will have a way to clear that Morley. That's gonna be kind of the annoying card for you, isn't it? That's fine. We probably
Not
have no
really.
Nami.
As long as you don't
I mean,
drop to 0, it doesn't matter.
yeah.
You just block before Morley, and that's fine. But yeah, his entire board is gonna explode now. No cards in hand, basically. He has another Nami or something.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
Would have 100% just taking that. Could be like a good trigger. Like any body. Everything is great.
Yeah.
Find an army. Okay. Interesting.
Huh.
What if maybe KO
Wolves.
with the Karasu?
Maybe we have another Rocket Luffy.
Could be.
Okay, that's interesting.
What if maybe even just, unless he can remove it? I would have probably just swung 7 here. I don't think the shotgun life matters.
No, especially because they don't get to develop board and buff, right? So like those 3 swings are definitely not killing you.
I also don't like putting it in life again. I have 2 rested bodies. Your opponent just gonna swing into them.
Yeah.
Could probably not even rest my board if I was Flo, maybe. I don't know how
No,
you
I
win
don't
this
think
as Betty ever. Matchup
it
seems
does seem
terrible. Yeah.
very complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Namida is a terrible death.
And he has 2 cards, so yeah, 7 and 8 probably gonna clear the board.
Yeah, After is in agreement with us. Welcome to the chat, After. Happy to have you as usual.
Yeah, this seems unwinnable. It seems
Yeah,
horrible.
it is somewhat depressing, isn't it?
Yeah, you have just infinite tools to deal with everything Betty does.
Yeah.
Removal, heal, a lot of
I
bodies,
guess
pressure, just everything.
I guess and enough consistency tools to not actually break out either. Okay. We'll see how that goes. Yep.
Interesting. He just ignores the rest of Chaka. Yeah, but now the game's over.
Now it just swings at board.
Again, interesting
What?
sequence.
A Limburg. Okay. I feel like on that spot I might have even gone for taking one life. If you're gonna gamble these possibilities, you need to represent lethal somehow, right? And if we pick up a Nami or a Luffy, the game's over on the spot now. Moreover, on the spot, I guess.
Yeah, the entire board just dies here. And then, yeah, okay, that's
Yep.
even worse.
Yep.
The concede
There we
angle.
go. Board is going away. You can afford to guarantee to, right? Like you. Huh? We do have enough done, right? To go 7 and 9. Oh, there's a single card there as well.
I mean, yeah, he has an army. Things. Yeah, the 5 is odd. I don't know what he wants to do. Maybe play 2 bodies.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter if one of the bodies survives. You could give him a 1k, but then like Shaka kills the other body. Nami pops one. Also game over.
Yeah, because you get more efficiency, but you get 1 for Nami and then you got 6, so you could have easily just forced it. Although, it's better no hand. And some insight on where Vega fits in the meta, and the main problem is the Boogeyman is horrifying as a matchup.
Yeah, it's probably also not really winnable. Like 9 mom and stuff's kinda annoying. Okay, so now he pops What do you Ivankov maybe? Okay.
The Limburg. I guess in case we draw a koala or something. Or Race Max is the revolutionary.
Yeah, Race Max or Koala would be
A
what he
bit
needs.
annoying to get value.
I don't think he's gonna would use it though. Koala, yeah,
No.
for sure. Race Max, not really.
Oh wow.
He has one card and two bodies.
And we have a Quasar that's gonna bring back a blocker. Or an Ami. Yeah, this is very... I feel like locked in is an understatement for the situation right now. Let me see. Also not running Dragon. I guess maybe a Koala play could somewhat help. But
If he swings his board into like Hevene's board, then he makes no progress, and if he swings live, he's dead. So that's just a concede angle at this point. Okay, he's swing. What does he swing it like a 10? Yes, even more.
yeah, I guess 10 is probably 11. So
Interesting. I feel like you can't afford to swing the Ivankov. But you also like if you don't swing, you're not making progress. It's like unwinnable from this spot.
yeah, that Quasar is just making things very, very awkward too.
Yeah, swinging into board also doesn't like it. If he swings into the Nami dies, but then his board dies and so on. Swings into life, then he has another body to finish the game with.
Yeah, this is just stalling the situation a bit.
Yeah, I mean the only thing that could happen is like there's like 3 characters in life and he swings into all of them, and then there's like 5
And
swings.
there's no Nami. Yeah, but still, even with the 5 swings, right? That
You
Quasar is gonna bring you a Nami KO in or a double blocker or anything.
Yeah, it could be Vegapunk into double blocker or something. Yeah.
Well, we are kind of low on Atlases now, I guess. So, well, either a blocker or a Nami.
I
Okay,
didn't pick up a
Terashi.
2K. There was no 2K in the search. Yeah, what's maybe just a
Lit
5.
Yeah, we're running low, right? So, 2K count is at 7.
Yeah, Vegapunk doesn't really need many 2Ks. Okay, Sanji, but no draw. Is he healed?
Yep. 5/6 blocker. Not a good one.
Does he just pass back or what's the plan? Please don't heal again. Oh.
I mean, I guess now you can swing all 3 bodies, and even if you
Yeah,
get
but then
3,
your opponent swings into all 3 bodies again. There's no way he swings live. Yeah, the game's over. Too much stuff in life. Even if he like you can't trigger enough bodies to win this. Maybe KO something. I don't know if he runs. He doesn't run Mulligan. You sure?
no, I don't think we have any tools. Like maybe Zeus?
Doesn't have a trigger.
No. No, no, not of trigger. I mean, like,
Yeah, but
playing it next
he's
turn.
thinking about his life. That's what I meant.
Hmm. That might be Morley.
Could be, yeah. Kuma.
And the triggers we got are Kuma, Morley, Karasu, and Limburg.
You could just swing the army as well. Just put him on 0 or have him counter. I guess not. I guess if he counters, it's worse because then you lose your board. Yeah, makes sense.
guess it's a bit easier to split now because if there's any board development, they're still on one counter in life. So you're not really that far. And there's some less resources in case they were running, I don't know, some dragon. But it's, yeah, it's over. It just feels like there's not really a plan to follow for Betty anymore.
Yeah, I feel like it's just a conceit matchup. Look at opponent's leader and go on with your day.
Yeah, just nod and keep going.
Yeah, that's what this matchup is. Like if you swing live, you lose. If you swing board, you lose.
Yeah, it's a bit atrocious. Maybe you need to pressure early on and just pray that they don't get um, the the trigger, the body trigger early on, and at least they need to start giving some counter. But it seems like a very, very flawed plan anyways. You're likely right. I'm being told we might be a bit low on volume. I don't know if people are hearing us fine. I think
Yeah, that's.
some.
You need to speak a little louder. I've put everything on
Okay.
100%.
Okay. I'll try my best to speak a bit higher. I'm just trying to conserve my voice because we might be here
Yeah.
for a long time today. So there is that. Let me see if I can also get my own
Did he just
inputs.
Zeus and now dies to 15? Yeah. That's what happened. He gave up. He Zeused and then didn't draw a
Yeah,
blocker.
yeah. That's that. GG. Oh my god. I think I would have been a bit tilted out of this, but I guess once you know the matchup, it is what it is. It's not any more tilting than our teach experience, I suppose. Maybe a bit worse, actually.
Yeah, it might be. It might be revenge for Hevene having to play against the Blue Yellow Army at some point with Vegapunk, which was like kind of the opposite of this.
Yeah, that is true. I guess some karma. And sometimes you get the good ones, sometimes you get the bad ones. Okay. On to game two. And this time, Vega's not gonna be on the comfortable curve, so maybe that will help a bit. And we shall see. I'm guessing I'm gonna get to swing first, so maybe you don't want Atlas as your first buddy here? Yeah. Shaka. I keep mixing those up. Yeah, so you prefer Atlas to Shaka on these spots, just because you're gonna swing with it anyways.
Yeah, it's funny that
You'll do
the
the wrong
triggers from
counter.
Betty are all live because of Vegapunk having 2 live.
Yeah, that's kind of funny, although they're not running that many body triggers anymore, right? Like,
Yeah, but
I feel like it can be a
Kuma,
calculated risk.
does he run the rumor? Kuma? Where is
Yeah, for Kumas, for Limburg, to Morley, for Karasu are
I
your
meant the
body
2K
triggers.
one. The 2K one. No, he doesn't run it.
No,
Yeah, then there's not that many body triggers that matter. It's only Karasu, actually.
I guess Limburg can be a bit annoying if
Yeah,
you
but
don't
Lindbergh
have the
is
right
in every
board.
matchup. I meant the 5 live condition.
Yeah,
That's only Karasu in his deck now.
that is true. Okay. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I still don't
We,
understand why we heal. I feel like there's no
I,
point.
I think we're just Heaven might be overestimating the amount of pressure that he's gonna get from Betty
Mm.
and playing too conservatively with healing life, which is accidentally disabling some of your cards like Sanji.
Yeah, I feel like you would never
Uh,
heal.
now it would be fine to just play it.
Yeah, 100%.
I guess now
Disable
leader
half your
swing just
deck.
means you play it, right? You just take and play it. Maybe we do have another Lilith for the next turn, so we get to play it. Yeah.
Yeah, but if he played the Lilith and then there's another trigger, he would have more bodies. Okay, big. Oh, that's unfortunate. Having to
Yeah,
play stage here.
and that is on the money. I think we were basically giving Betty the option not to swing this turn and keep us on 3 life and just make things a bit more awkward for us. I guess it's nicer now because I guess you get to keep your 2 life, so you get free 1k counter for that leader swing, but very not ideal.
Yeah, that 2k is not what we want.
No. I guess it can unstarve you a bit. That's about it. Alright. For a second there I thought swing. Okay. And now blocker bonanza. If we have maybe Lilith Vega would be nice now.
Yeah, Nami, Lilith, something like that. But you
Yeah.
don't really need to waste an army now. Just a Sumo on board that you could kill. I mean, you could kill all of them, but like, you
Yeah,
probably
there's no.
just wait for Ivankov and Karasu to appear.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could swing with Atlas.
I mean, he didn't do it last turn, so I guess he just doesn't do it this turn as well. I feel like I would just raise Betty. I don't really care about the board.
Oh, we're getting some um, Hevene input into that heal.
Yeah, I would never heal because then, like, if he, like, you
Yeah.
play the Lilith and then he swings, and then you have more bodies.
Yeah, I feel
Because,
like it's just like it's okay because you get free counter, but if they don't swing into you, like your Luffys are not active anymore, which is reducing the amount of removal you get halfway, right? So
yeah,
if they were to have a Karasu, they can just like play
yeah,
the Karasu and set up not swing into board and next turn swing into everything. And
yeah.
obviously you can heal one more life and kind of get value off of it, but it's okay. I guess maybe it's just the fact that the only reason where you could lose this matchup is when they accidentally kill you early, right? So maybe you just don't play for those chances. Ooh.
If you swing, he can, like, if you swinged earlier, then he cannot do this koala play. Could have swung twice. And we have Nami. If, like, if there's too many bodies out of life, then we have Nami. This time we just healed Shaka into life and did nothing. Like, that's not helping us. I feel like that's helping the Betty player.
You might be right,
So we
and now
swing,
you're
yeah, we swing the Lilith, not the Lilith, the, what's it called, Atlas. He takes it. And then if there's like an annoying trigger, you pop it. Okay.
okay. We're gonna swing now. I guess that's fine. Playing into the plan.
And now he has so many bodies that he can easily swing out of them.
It's interesting.
Because like Koala went down, still has 3 life. And he's only resting like his 1-drops. That he's gonna play over now anyways. Like you just take this, right? Because like if he swings 5 again, then you just free block it. No point countering this and taking next 5.
I guess, but they might also raise maxes down to minus
Yeah, then you
to
can
avoid the
still
free block.
1k.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the
Yes,
same.
fine. Yeah, because you can counter later.
Yeah, the same.
Maybe if they play Kuma of the Ivankov ability, but that's a lackluster play anyways. I'd be okay with that.
That
Yeah,
wouldn't
that goes
kill
down to a
the
3k.
that wouldn't kill the Shaka.
Kills 2k or
Yeah,
3k?
a 2k.
Thought it was a 3k for some reason. Yeah.
So it kills the Lilith.
Yes, kills Lilith. Yeah, that's fine.
And then I would maybe even take this again, but that might be too risky.
I feel like you do like getting those triggers off of life. Um,
I feel like just never die. He has Nami, kills the Ivankov, kills the Betty with swings.
mm,
Like just don't die. Can still Nami and heal. Then you have maybe one more body. But blocking is fine. At least we're not losing resources.
yeah, it's just free 1k counter is okay.
Pop the Ivankov. Do we draw? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had 5, so 4 with Nami, trash 1 down to 3, and back to 4. Nami always feels a bit disgusting a card when these things happen. I think I'm starting to grow to just heavily dislike things that don't make you lose hand size. I blame Giant.
I mean, this makes you lose hand size because, like, Nami's
Yeah,
on board.
it plays itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. But it kills something. It's a 2-for-1, I guess. Body plus kill. Okay, we have two done left. So yeah. Okay, that one. It's better to play your life. I'm gonna give him that.
I still would have wanted to play a buddy. Because now he can swing into Atlas.
That is true. Because you have the same amount of life.
Maybe I'm just too aggressive.
No. I guess it can be a bit scary to just be on 2 life, even if you have the 1 blocker. Flow is with 3 cards in hand, if I'm counting correctly. Okay, yeah. Matchup wise, it's very
Spawn
heavily favored for Vega. Sakura's asking in chat now. Yeah.
it looks like a 199 matchup.
Yeah, this looks a bit more miserable than when I sit down in front of Teach with Reiju.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can
I
we
mean, I guess
find
this game we're
Karaza?
seeing value plays, right? So maybe you can threaten enough from the Betty side.
And no, I feel like it's already over again. Like if you swing your board once, then like everything
The board
dies.
disappears. Yeah.
And if you don't swing, then he's just gonna put one more life. And yeah. the same.
You know, even triggers of life don't take even space. You do have 5 swings. You're not gonna connect those.
Yeah, he's just gonna either grab the Vegapunk or the Nami, but I would probably play the Nami from live. It's like Vegapunk, he could Kuma. Nami is a body and pops a body.
Yeah.
At first, I would kill the Atlas, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, swing Atlas, swing live. Like swing, I don't know, 8 Atlas, it dies. With leader, swing 5 Kuma live. If he free blocks, you kill the Shaka. If he
6
takes
Atlas
it,
is not
you just swing
horrible
7 7.
either, I guess. Like if you get the counter, you just keep swinging at Atlas.
Yeah. Mm.
5. Yep.
Yeah, and the 7 would have been a bit troll. He just takes it, pops your other Inazuma, and then that's your board
GG's.
gone. Then Bato dies, the rested Inazuma dies, and you only have like Ivankov and Koala left.
It's very tempting to take the block now, but it just means that it's gonna go into board and you're gonna lose the game. So I guess maybe you give counter if you have it.
No, you definitely don't block. You take or you counter, but you definitely don't block. Then your Shaka just dies for free.
Yeah. There goes Sanji. Huh.
If like
Interesting.
then you just take instead of pitching the Sanji. I don't think I would swing now. He does it anyway. Because now he pops your other Inazuma.
I'm not mad at popping
Oh, he
the
doesn't.
koala. Oh no, koala is a 6 cost, right?
Yeah,
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 no,
yeah. I would just pop the
it
other
was a 5.
Inazuma.
Yeah, I guess you could pop Ivankov if you want the
Oh,
Inazuma swinging.
he missed.
Oh, that is miserable.
I would
Double checking the miss. Yes, yes,
yeah,
it's missed.
only scientist. Yeah, I would play Nami. Nami draws your card, pops the Inazuma, because now you take another swing, and then if you block this one, then there was no point playing the Vegapunk.
I guess maybe your two guys are insanely good, but you could have always taken and got. Yeah,
Yeah, we have a yeah, but like the swing doesn't happen, the body is gone. So now you don't have enough swings to just kill all the bodies by swinging into them. So that's why. And
and we
then
do
if
have a Nami, right? We did let one die before.
yeah,
Maybe
there's a
we don't
Nami
have
in
Nami.
trash. There's Nami in trash, so I would have played Nami instead of the Vegapunk. Really, there
Yep.
was no point playing Vegapunk.
If there is one, 100%.
Yeah, there's an Nami in trash. Because now like one of the bodies survives.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you had been able to do the Nami, I mean, even in the same spot, I think.
He would have
Yeah, either
3
in the
bodies and he
no.
has 2 rested. Now it's the other way around. You kinda want to start singing at live at some point.
Yes, but now the board is intimidating. Actually, if you don't clear properly this turn, you might die. Okay. Well, even if there wasn't a Nami there, you could have done that exact play by countering with Nami before.
Okay.
Other than Sanji. Uh, there's 2 cards in hand.
I mean, he has to swing his board, otherwise he actually has some... He might... I mean, nah, he might die, actually. He doesn't swing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think he might die anyways, actually.
No.
Gonna come down to fate.
He gets 2
On the
bodies
two
off
turns.
the board and puts a card in life if he has one to put, but there's no way like both of these cards are like Sanji.
It's a bit awkward to swing though, right? Because Koala is giving you a free 1k counter there. Oh no.
Oh yeah, this is a free block. This is the freest block I've ever seen.
Yeah. And it forces you to swing with the blocker too. I think even a 6, which would have been okay, probably is its 1 counter card out of hand. It is annoying. Yep. Free block. Okay, yeah, no, we're confirming we forgot about the koala, which might have costed the game here.
Guess you can swing into Koala now. And risk it that like it's I mean he has to have 2k 1k, but he probably knows the card actually. That's in his hand. So stage. But I forgot.
We did see a sabo early on, didn't we?
Yeah. Didn't pitch it yet, so he has 2k. So 8 into
4.
Koala is risky.
Yeah.
Very good. Crazy. Hmm.
Okay, so he had another Nami on hand as the only trigger, so I guess he didn't want to lose the Nami, but I guess it's just better to have Nami on board than to have it in hand.
Yeah, then you have it already established.
Yeah.
I guess you could clear board and play board, and then you maybe just win. You don't even need to swing yet into life.
But the Reshi to refill hand size, it's kind of problematic now. Like, Vegapunk is on like 2 cards in hand, maybe 1 card in hand. If you have a way to wipe the Nami, maybe you got it, but we're also 3 cards in hand, so it's somewhat unlikely to find Race Max plus another copy of Kuma. Zeus would be actually kind of good
Yes.
now.
Yeah, this would be crazy now.
Get rid of that Nami, swing into the other 2 bodies, and put Vega on a very, very, very awkward situation.
I don't know, I mean he only plays 2 Zeus for some reason. I feel like that's an instant 4-off. Card is broken.
It is very, very broken, but I guess you need to be careful with your
Hmm.
revolutionary numbers. Oh, but it's the only non-revolutionary card, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, then I think you could play some more.
Yeah, if he has Zeus now, like the game's over. Then you could wait a turn. Yeah, you Zeus, you pop the Nami, and you don't bring it to life yet, because then your opponent has no way to deal with your board, and you end up having like 5 characters on board. And you swing, and then you have like 3 lives, so he's probably not gonna kill you on the clapback, the Vegapunk. So
No,
you win in 2 turns.
the map 2 turns from here. Hmm. That is an interesting swing.
Oh yeah, you just take it. there any reason not to take it?
Not really. Yeah, there we go. I guess the question mark is, do we go Vega again or do we go... And we don't have a trigger for Nami. We cannot feast twice in a row, can we? I mean, it is statistically possible, but... Okay. That makes more sense.
Maybe as another Kuma. Pop the Vegapunk. Swing the Kuma.
Yeah. Yeah, there was... Like, the final card is no trigger for Nami. Maybe it's an 8-cost kid or something. Which would be kind of funny.
Yeah, but here I wouldn't play Nami anyways. He has the Zeus. So I feel like swinging was kind of troll.
Yeah, I don't think there was a need to swing with that Zeus now.
I would have waited one more turn. Then next turn swing big. Like Hevene has no board, even if he triggers like 1 or 2 bodies. You survive. And
Yeah.
then swing big again. Then you win. Let's see what he has in hand. Lindbergh.
Ooh.
And he still can't die. But let's see. He might not finish next turn. That would be a problem. Depending on Hevene's hand. It's like, let's say he plays Sanji and heals or something. Suddenly gets tricky.
Yeah.
He needs
Like
another
maybe.
Kuma to pop the Vegapunk.
Yeah. I wouldn't hate Sanji and Rocket Luffy either to pop that Limburg because otherwise just immediately KOing, right?
Yeah, that would also KO the Vegapunk.
The timing on that Zeus was great. Two cards in hand and we do know one of them, which is an Ivankov. So 180 is guaranteed. Sorry, not 8. 9 is guaranteed at Koala. And we might want to go 7 into Ivankov just to play safe if we're looking a bit low on Dawn. Huh. I feel like you are actually on a very troublesome spot if you don't have some good triggers over there for Vega, right?
Yeah, I think it looks very bad right now. Needs to be like insanely good cards in hand. Like, I don't know, Rocket Luffy, Sanji. Rocket Luffy pop something, draw, Sanji draw, then heal. That doesn't work.
No, that
That's
you
one
need 11
non-shot.
Dawn for that. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't heal. That's fine. If you have
Although I
Sanji,
guess
Sanji Rocket, you then you're fine. It's okay.
Sanji Rocket is probably alright. Maybe Sanji Rocket draw into a Lilith or something.
Okay, Trash still
Oh,
alive.
yeah.
Healed.
That is a heal.
I mean, yeah, he just mills the card because there's nothing in hand. Okay,
I think he
you
was just checking
swing.
whether it's mandatory.
You swing. What? Like, yeah, you have 6 swings, and there's basically no Vegapunk on the board. There has to have like insane trigger.
Yeah, use that swing in 5 pop in Vega. That doesn't get triggered, I guess. Right? You keep it in hand. Two
Yeah,
four
yeah.
swings for 6. And then you pray that you do like Vega into Shaka again, or like another Quasar for Nami. um, I guess this is how we have. Doesn't matter. Ah,
Could just start the 8. Yeah, pop the Vegapunk. He takes it. I mean, you could
that
trigger it because you cannot counter out of the swings anyways.
I think
7.
isn't it better to buff Koala there rather than Limburg?
I guess, yeah. Could just swing a 7. But it doesn't matter. Like, he's dead if he doesn't find 10 blocker. But, like, now he's just dead.
Yeah.
What's this, 7? Yeah. Has 2 1Ks in hand. Like, yeah, even if that's... he would have only survived if that's, like, Vegapunk into Shaka.
What was the other card? Because he did consider a trigger, didn't he? It's a 4 cost, 5 cost. Damn, we're not gonna find out what last life was. And like with those lives, I think he might have died if he was pressured early as well. I don't think they were trigger buddies at all. Like the last two. Oh, well, one was Lilith, right?
Yeah, one
Oh,
was Lilith.
so I guess taking it early could have been beneficial. Oh, yeah, no, that life was Nami, but couldn't really pop anything. I guess. No. Not even dropping the non 1k doesn't make things any easier. We're seeing stage again. I feel like you would probably not have put that on life either, would you?
No. I guess it's fine. Because he swings.
I guess the question mark is what if he doesn't? Are
Yeah,
you
then you have your
better
body on
off
board.
or worse?
I feel like you put it on board because, like, in case he doesn't swing, you want it on board. Because if my opponent starts healing, I wouldn't swing. Would just
And we gotta
put
play
bodies on
Zeus for
board.
this situation on Vega as well. Just just play the Zeus if they don't swing at you. Um,
Because I also think, like, if you pressure the Betty player, then you also cannot play, like, stuff like Koala that easily. And you just win.
oh, I thought it was gonna be Lilith. That's not terrible. Just
Pilaf.
not ideal. Yeah, super Pilaf.
Can we talk about onions?
Uh,
Yeah.
okay, elaborate, please. How do we talk about brown onions or red onions? Which is superior?
I mean, Jack's gonna hate brown onions.
They cannot get cancelled this early. Um,
It's just taste.
yeah,
I know it's tasted that much. And onions are crazy. If you don't like onions, you're a bad human being.
you're fake. You're fake. Who is faker? Someone who drinks coffee or someone who doesn't like onions?
Onions are crazy. Like, if you have, like, pizza and there's no onions on it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I can eat onions like as if it's like an apple. Easily. Onions are goated.
Yeah, red onions ones are great for salads. And pico de gallo and like a lot of things. I love onions. Pickled ones are nice as well. Okay, we got Vega. I feel like I can identify most of the cards on that angle.
I mean, at this point, I would probably also start healing because my opponents ended up just swinging all the time. So yeah, I probably would heal because flow swings
Listen,
anyways.
we have free 1k.
Yeah. But like
Free 1k.
otherwise I probably wouldn't. And everyone who says coffee is nice gets permabanned. Coffee is a social experiment.
I'm not gonna have this conversation again.
Nine
Like you can fight with people in the chat. It's fine. I'm just gonna talk about the game. Cool. So we got Ivankov into Karasu.
Jack knows, Jack knows.
Okay, I guess rage baiting is a way to get interaction in chat. It's fine.
Coffee is a social experiment. There's no way if you drink coffee and you like it, I don't know, you hate yourself.
I feel attacked.
Yeah, maybe you just hate yourself.
Maybe.
That's just it.
Don't we all?
No, I love my life without coffee.
But you do have like caffeine booster drinks, don't you?
Yeah, but now how's that the same? How's an energy drink the same as coffee?
How is it not? It's just like more coffees.
Tastes different. It's not hot. Like hot beverages. Like what do
Our
you do in
social
summer?
experiment.
Yeah.
You can have coffee with ice.
Yeah, you can. But like people still drink it hot in like 30-degree weather.
You know, scientifically, it actually helps you, right? Cool down. Well,
Yes,
a
I
hot
know.
drink is better. It just doesn't make any sense, but it's better. um,
Like a tea in like winter time, that's fine. But like it also cannot be like hot. To make tea, it has to sit there for like half an hour, and maybe 20 minutes. Then you can drink it.
you like lukewarm tea, and you're saying coffee doesn't make sense. Okay, we're done with it. Let's go back to the
What,
game. So we
man?
are swinging with leader again.
You
And
if you make tea and just drink it, like your entire like mouth just burns away. You just die.
I know, but you wait like 2 minutes, so it's drinkable, but it's still hot. You also don't drink the coffee like at boiling temperatures. You drink it hot, not scalding.
Do you know like in like these American like films where there's like water dispensers and like school where they just drink it like by putting their head in like mouth like at the sprinkler?
Yeah.
That's how my dad drinks out of his like coffee machine,
Okay,
basically.
I do not blame you for not liking coffee then. I feel like there's a coffee skill issue
he
in
doesn't
your
actually do
household.
it, and he doesn't actually do it, but he would.
Yeah.
I mean, as a Germa fan, I don't know if I should listen to science. I feel like Germa is more about Nazis. I am not a
Okay.
Nazi.
No, no. Um. Okay, did you see the two cats trashed with Edison? They were Edison and Atlas. Which is
I don't know. I was at Nazis.
yeah, I know. I'm trying to divert your attention back to the game somehow, and I'm failing. Okay, so we do have two buddies now.
My dad being a sociopath explains a lot. That's crazy.
I was hoping you wouldn't read that message for some reason.
Oh yeah, this one is bad, but the Nazi one was better. Or what? I'm refreshed.
I didn't lose the plot, Jack. Like you guys took the plot away from me for
I
some
mean,
reason.
for some reason, onions turned 5 minutes later into Nazis. I don't know how we ended up there.
That is some development happening there.
Yeah, it's main character shit. Only happens when I'm on stream.
Yeah, that is also true. These kind of diversions, you do make chat more interactive. Not necessarily about the game, but more interactive. We do appreciate the chat, even if it's chatting shit as well. Like it's definitely fun. Okay, Vega into Atlas. We're healing again, I guess.
I mean, yeah, with this
We
bot, I
have
would
enough
heal
money.
as well.
That's it. That's it. Hevene, you managed to get Rene on a healing mood.
At this point, you can just heal.
Only swing once.
Because if you
I
put
guess
a,
you can.
I mean, if you put a body now, I guess you could. I mean, if you then he just starts swinging live because you cannot trigger the body anyways. You could also. Is it the recording or is it me?
I think it's the recording a bit.
Okay.
At least. Well, I mean, I'm seeing your screen, so I'm not certain. But I think we got a bit of patchy recording there. Yep. Yep. We apologize for the technical difficulties.
It's fine. You only need to
Uh,
see every like 20th frame.
what did we play now?
I don't know. It's in the sun. It has a 5 on it. And I think it
Yep.
might be Nami because somehow the board is getting smaller.
Yep. That's also better than healing, I guess.
How do you drink your coffee?
How?
Yeah. Like
Dash of
milk.
milk.
What milk?
Dash of milk, regular. Like, I think at home usually skimmed, but whatever cow milk is available, just a dash.
Dash is a crazy word. Never heard someone say that. It's like
Okay. Like I don't know, a tablespoon of milk, a bit of milk,
okay.
not a lot. Like I guess an
And no sugar?
90-10 split. No sugar. I'm
Yeah.
sweet enough. I'm good. I apologize for the terrible joke.
You should apologize for drinking coffee. That's the real problem.
I'm not apologizing for drinking coffee, dude. I'm not a functional human being without it.
Yeah, that's what
And
energies are made for.
yeah, but I also don't want to have an arrhythmia by the time I don't know, 35. So like in the next couple of years.
So basically, like next year.
Yeah. Okay. What are we looking for here from the Betty side?
Gravity blade.
That would be good. Uh,
Maybe
maybe a limber could be.
he finds a
Oh,
searcher of it.
yeah. Searches and Ivankov that finds a searcher.
It's not horrible. At least he draws a card. It's still like a decent body. Not
Yeah, all of this is
insane,
with
but it's
one
a
card
body.
from hand, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, not even. We're card neutral for now. But we might be on a complicated spot for surviving as well.
He's not happy. Maybe he needs a coffee.
Or an energy drink.
Huh? Or an energy drink, yeah.
How are we standing on Coke Zero? I feel like that's a middle ground between coffee and energy drinks. Is that acceptable?
No, no,
Or
no. That's that.
regular Cokes, I
There's
guess.
no caffeine in that. I mean, there
There is
is, but
caffeine.
yeah, it's basically not existent though. Like
I mean, you can
20
have 2 liters.
percent of like an energy drink.
I feel like you're kind of. How am I having the same amount of caffeine just because I have more coffees than you energy drinks? I get the feeling you probably have more, even if I were to have 5 coffees.
No, I don't know how
How
much.
many energy drinks you usually consume?
I mean, a zero, like a half a liter has like 180 milligrams of caffeine. I don't know how much like coffee has. You drink like
40.
140 in like one cup.
Let me see. Because the number 1 cup we. Oh no, actually 90. A cup of coffee.
How many do you drink a day?
Although that's a 6 sauce coffee, so that's probably an American size. So I think it's probably gonna be between 50 and 70.
How
Nope.
many do you drink?
I'd say 3 on average.
I'm probably like even.
Okay.
What is too much sugar? Yeah, zero calorie energy drinks.
That's where the tech is at, I see. Well, I mean, I don't have sugar with the coffee either. So it's just...
I mean, drinking calories just doesn't make sense.
yeah. You
Like
might as well enjoy them and
if
just
you
have
if you
nice
drink
food.
Coke instead of Coke Zero, then you're cooked.
Yeah. You're just drinking sugar.
But Coke in
Ooh,
general
here
is
is
like
on number 2.
not that interesting. Like tastes whatever. Dr. Pepper is the goat.
You know, I don't think they sold that in Spain when I grew up. I'm not even sure I ever tried one.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. That's why you drink coffee.
Okay, I'm not gonna evaluate Jack's breakfast app because I'm terrified.
What's on the bagel though? Isn't a bagel like this like donut shaped bread with like a hole in it?
Yeah, it's basically a savory donut,
Yeah.
but the texture is a lot worse. I don't know. You could have two toast and just be a normal human being.
That's a perfectly fine breakfast.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I like that message
Okay.
here.
Yeah,
Jack is
chat is being fun today.
Jack's basically dead in like 5 years.
We're on 0 life for Vegapunk now.
Yeah, for real. Never having Dr. Pepper is crazy. Dr. Pepper is just best beverage. Beverage, even the correct word for it.
What?
Because beverage,
Okay.
the alcohol thingy. I don't know. Good drink. Drink Dr. Pepper.
Not sponsored yet.
Yeah, we need a
Uh,
sponsor.
Okay.
What the fuck is Skinwalker? That's too UK for me.
I I don't know. That's too UK for me as well. I think I might need 10 more years in the country.
10 more years in his basement.
Okay, we're starting with a 5. This is kind of a terrifying spot. Like both players could die.
In Germany, we call that Stille Treppe. Look at the chat.
Did you just time out someone, or is that
Yeah,
you're just
yeah,
being
yeah.
funny?
No, I timed it out for 30 seconds. That's what I call Stille Treppe. In 30
Oh my god.
seconds, he will be back and hopefully has improved in life. Yeah.
I feel like I just explained why. When I was growing up in Spain until I was like 23 when I moved here, Dr. Pepper wasn't a thing there,
Yeah, but
so I never
he
tried it.
said had it once, so he did like try it and
That was
then never
purposeful.
never got it
You're,
again.
you're way too disrespectful with people's tastes, man. Allow the NPCs be NPCs, it's fine. You don't need to make everyone be the protagonist.
Yeah, are we just dead on board? No, I mean, not really. Could play an army here. Maybe we're still dead.
I think Nami heal is probably fine. The final body does look like a blocker a bit. So maybe Nami heal
Yeah,
Quasar or
that's
Sanji.
also good.
Yeah, Sanji is good. And now, if we find pretty much any form of removal,
There's no
2 plays
freedom
on
of
life is
speech
fine.
here.
This is not the States. No freedom of speech. Okay.
Yeah, I'm Trump.
I mean a bit.
I'm Trump, but Jack is DD.
Oh man, these Sunday streams are definitely something.
Yeah, who do you want to be?
Mm,
Could see you be
I'm
Michael
good.
Jackson.
I'm good. Can you time him out as well, just in case?
No, he's mod. I cannot time out a mod. I could on the Sabody account.
Okay, we can't. We can't get this out of hand then. Oh, into hand, I guess. Back in. Okay.
I don't know what
Oh, I'm
AOC
AOC.
is. I don't know what it is.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I think Jack just being kind of a bit profiling.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Is an American politician and activist who has
Oh,
served since 2019 as the U.S. representative for New York's 14th congressional district. He's a member
I mean,
of the Democracy Party. Is
yep,
he?
it's
Or
his left-wing politician.
why do you know who that is?
I was gonna ask you the opposite question, but I guess it's just been prominent in media that you don't follow that much. I think prior to the pandemics, he was like one of the big
I've
Democrat Party
never seen
figures
that
in the States.
case in my life.
Yeah, no, I know. I was gonna act surprised, but yeah, that tracks. Fine. It's just millennial stuff, I guess.
Yeah, you guys are old.
Yeah.
Sexy Latina. I don't know. Someone, I don't know. I don't keep up with policy that much. Someone's gonna nuke someone else at some point. Then I will take. Then I will probably notice.
Have to follow.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe. Um. Oh wow. Um.
Only know Trump wants to make Gaza
Hold
a
on.
shopping center.
Like, pay attention because this is gonna be it.
We cannot upload this one. We only upload the first two games.
I mean, you did call that this was gonna get out of hand by game 3.
Yeah, but I meant game 3 as in the third best of 3. And I didn't even had the second one.
Mm, yeah, it's kind of okay, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
Okay, now we see what it was. It was you were right. It was Nami.
Oh yeah, it popped something, so it had to be Nami.
Yeah, those are double Inasumas. So we actually kind of are on the good side of things for Betty.
I mean, how many cards does Hevene have? Like, how much is that? Still like 6 or something? 5, maybe?
5 or 6.
And he has 1 blocker, 1 life, and that
That
blocker.
happens to be a blocker too. Yeah.
I feel like he's, yeah, I feel like Flo is code.
Yeah, I do get the feeling he probably has drawn 2Ks as well because he did trash 1 2K out of the 7 in deck early on with Edison and put 1 on life. So I think you wouldn't get rid of a second 2K after playing 1 unless you had a third one. Okay. 1K, 1K.
Isn't it already over? It's like that's 7 and then he has...
Oh, okay. That's clean as well. Quasar.
Yeah, it doesn't have enough swings. Could go for board now and try to survive.
Yeah, like go 9 at one of the bodies.
Yeah.
But I think if you go for board, you probably just get clapped back for board and you die anyways, right?
Yeah, it's cooked. But you could hope that Hevene goes for like live, you trigger some bullshit and then survive and kill him.
I mean, even if you can only wipe one body, realistically speaking, right?
Unless he has like, I don't know, 2 8-cost kills in hand.
I mean, one 8 skin might also be GG with one card in hand.
Yeah.
And we save from board. And that was some filter gameplay from Hevene. This was a very swingy turn that we completely ignored because we were too busy talking politics and
Yeah, I'm still figuring out that this Cortez guy is member of an informal group of progressive members of Congress called the Squad. Initially including Ihan Omar, Ayanna Presley, and Rashida Tlaib. On July 14th, 2019, Trump attacked the Squad, which had only 4 members at the time, in a tweet saying that they should go back and help fix the countries they came from.
yeah.
That sounds
Yeah,
like
this is
some...
why you know why we do know who she is. That was very in the media. A lot of news outlets.
It's a badass move calling your like politic group like the Squad. Could be like a Netflix series. She has the main character energy. I should be in
Yes,
there.
she does have
I
that.
want to be in this squad. She responded in a tweet that the president's words telling of 4 American congresswomen of color go back to your own country is hallmark language of white supremacists. Makes sense.
yeah, yeah, that kind of tracks. We definitely cannot upload this to YouTube, can we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck Trump.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one's staying on stream only. We'll have a 2 game and maybe some Benny Hill music over commentary for the game 3.
I mean, on like, what was it, Friday or something? I said something no one noticed and I just got away with it.
Yeah, I feel like we're just getting more attention from chats this time around.
I mean, now we learned something today.
Having live 2K 1K.
Oh, she wanted to go for president.
Look at it. You missed the swing. We killed him with 8 cascade. And last card being
Nice.
Luffy in case he had a blocker as well. Ooh. Yeah, we did have a lot of variety today. That's the game. Hevene takes it. Even though we did miss commentating on the 2 interesting turns that this game 3 had, where it seemed like he could have been in proper trouble, and he ended up just winning in spite of enough counter. So yeah, good stuff.